Hey everyone, this is Yami, your Latina next door. Welcome back to my channel. As you recall, a few days ago I shared a Dollar Tree spring haul with you guys, and I talked about these little containers right here. Well, we are going to use them today in this DIY. Now, first thing we're going to do is take out those labels. I purchased two, and we are going to use both of them for this. Now, the first thing you're going to do after you remove those labels is get some of that nautical rope you find at Dollar Tree. And you are going to apply it all over the front. Now, make sure when you go across the very top that you cover as much of that border as possible. You don't want any of the orange from the container to show. Then you're going to work your way down. Now when you get to the end, you want to make sure you hold it very tight and glue it down very well so that it stays nice and taut, and then work your way back over. Then once the entire container is completely covered, you're going to want to cut a shorter piece of rope and you're going to attach it to the top. And the way you're going to do it is you're going to separate the ends because it's going to be able to attach to the inner wall better that way. And then you're going to attach the other end the same way. This is going to give it the look of a basket. Next, you're going to take some floral foam from the Dollar Tree as well, and you're going to cut them into wedges. That way you can stick them inside of our little basket. Next, you're going to take some floral moss, and I did have a little bit left over in my stash, and you're going to go ahead and hot glue it onto the top of the basket and that floral foam. That way we don't see anything inside. And as you can see, our little basket is starting to take shape. Then I took some of the succulents that I shared with you guys in my spring haul, and I cut some of the ends off of them, and then I started placing them inside of those little baskets, and I just stuck them through the floral foam. Now this is what your basket will look like once these steps are done. Now if you're happy with it, you can totally leave them like this. Now because these baskets are a little small, I wanted to add a little something more to give it more of a substantial look, as well as give it a little bit more of a farmhouse feel, since you guys know I love that style. So I took these two canvas pieces that I also showed you guys in that haul, and I am going to use it to create some wonderful backgrounds for these baskets. Now the first thing I'm going to do is take some white chalk paint and paint the front of these canvases. Now eventually I'll be placing some white and gray scrap ticking fabric that I had in my stash, and I'm going to be putting it on top of these canvases. However, since it's lighter than the actual canvas print, I wanted to make sure that the print did not shine through, which is why I'm painting it first. And of course this step did not have to be perfect, so I only gave it one coat. Then I took my fabric and I measured a piece that would fit all around the canvas print. Once my fabric was cut, I just laid down the frame on top of it, and I just hot glued the edges all around. The entire time I was making sure that my stripes were lining up straight. Then for my frame, I used a 10-pack of stir sticks from my local Home Depot. It only cost me 99 cents for a pack of 10. Then I used my Folkart Antique Wax to give them a nice stain. I didn't have to do the entire stick because the frame was going to be smaller. Out of the 10 stir sticks, you're only going to need to stain 8 of them, and with the other 2, you're going to cut them and insert it in the frame. This is going to make the frame a little bit more sturdy when I hot glue the basket onto the frame. Now I use my mini miter saw kit in order to cut these rulers since they're very small. I'll go ahead and make sure to link to it in the description box below. Then I just assembled it around the canvas frame and I hot glued everything together, keeping in mind to keep the ruler part toward the inside back part of the frame, that way you wouldn't see it, and then just work my way around with the hot glue. And any areas that were left without any stain, I went ahead and touched up after it was assembled. And then all that was left was to put hot glue on the back perimeter of the basket and place it right in the center of the canvas. And this is how they turned out. And if you like them as much as I do, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I love how everything came together, but I am curious, do you like it with the frame or without the frame? Let me know in the comments below. I ended up putting these in our main bathroom where our guests come in, and I think they look perfect on the cabinet that we have in there. And while they're perfectly neutral, I think they give a nice sense of spring. And unless you saw this video, I don't think any of my guests would guess that this came from Dollar Tree. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure to stick around by subscribing, because I will see you guys in another spring decor video very soon. Until then, adios!